So hey guys, and welcome back to Ames's Corner here at Approved Auto. How the heck are you today? So I'm here on a Sunday just because I got a couple things to get caught up on, but we got one of the constructor guys over here. Hey Pete, he's putting up the sign. He's got Junior over there helping him. But check out these signs, guys. Check these things out. Thanks, Pete. Junior, hold that open. I'm bringing that one out to hang it. What do you think? It's going out by the road. That's Eva. I gotta introduce you guys to Eva. She's a riot, a dog. But yeah, they're hanging that right now. How cool is that, huh? How cool is that? But anyway, that's not really the topic of today's video. That's just something going on while I was starting filming. I figured I'd show it to you guys. So what I got going on, we're going this way because it's a little cold out here today. It's a little cold out here every day this time of year. So yeah, what we got going on now, I know I mentioned it last week, was the van. Was the supercar van there. You gotta get that thing put together. Or I gotta get that thing looked at and see what it needs. I got the Sonnet in here because, you know, Sonnet Sunday. I gotta drive it on the weekends. It's my weekend car and weekday car, and you know. So anyway, you guys saw the time lapse of this engine going in. The other tech here, Paul Tomaselli, that's his bay opposite mine. He did this job. It's taken him 2 days to get to this point, which seems like a long time, but this is a huge job, and it's real hard. Look how tight that thing. You know, you gotta take a lot of the cowl, and you gotta take a lot of this truck apart to do it. But also, he kind of is the liaison dispatcher. I don't know what we'd exactly call him here, but he's the guy that makes sure the front office and out here is on the same page. He also, if anything happens, he's the guy that deals with it. The boss, the owner of the place, he's got so much going on with permits and everything else that goes with running an auto shop that you got to have someone out here as kind of a shop foreman, and that's why he isn't able to really sit on this. Like when I get to a job, I kind of stay right on it. I don't have to get off, but he has to get off it 50 times. So that time lapse, that was something I made for him. But anyway, we got to take a look at this van. This van's in pretty rough shape today, and I wanted to kind of comment on these vans. A lot of people think this is just a regular van, but this is a handicap moving van. This has got the it's got the ramp in it and everything. Now, this is huge. This is huge. This van here isn't just a car to somebody. This isn't just a way that gets people to work, and if it breaks down, they can just hop in another one and drive that. You can't do that. There's people that rely on this type of vehicle, and that makes this thing a supercar. What's the definition of a supercar? Something that does something better than any other car can do, and that makes it super. That's a supercar to the people that rely on it. And we had the insurance company kind of dragging their heels on it to do, we had to know if they were going to total it out. Then the people just would have taken the check and gotten a new one built. I mean, you can't just go buy these. You gotta get these built. Otherwise, you can find a beat up used one. But good luck with that. So yeah, I got to get this out of the cabbage now. I guess this was just a 10-mile-an-hour accident. I mean, that's what I was told. That's a lot of damage for 10 miles an hour, but they weren't going very fast because it didn't deploy the airbags. None of the airbags, none of the seatbelt pretensioners, none of that stuff fired. And I think if the airbags had fired, this would have been totaled, but they didn't. So airbags are very expensive to replace, and you're supposed to replace every piece of it when they go off. The airbags, the sensors, the module, sometimes just an airbag going off and just a minor fender bender will total a vehicle. But this thing's only got 15,000 miles on it. It's got all that hardware for the person that needs it and the people that need it. So I have to fix it, and I got to turn it around pretty quick. Today I'm just going to pull enough of this off. You know, this front end, these headlights are all broken. I don't know if you can see the radiator supports all, you know, there's a lot of, yeah. It wants to come apart, I guess. I guess it's just dying to come apart. So let me pull a few things off, and let me get this coat off and get set up here, and we'll see just how bad this thing's been through the cabbage. Alright guys, I got everything set up. Put this thing on the lift. Let's rip this bumper off and see how bad this thing really is. We'll use some air tools, some universal sockets on this one. Oh. Now I remember what I forgot to buy from the tool guys. I'm missing the little that wore out last week and forgot to get one, so now it's going home. Keep forgetting. I'll just keep moving you guys around. A couple of screws over here on the inner fender liner. Take out, get the bumper off. That came off, huh? We won't be using that anymore. But let's take a look what we got going on here. Yeah. Look at that. Look at the wavy pattern. And I think the AC still might work even with it pushed in. I don't see any green refrigerant dye and oil. Usually PEG oil is green from the dye they put into it. But these are kind of interesting. If you notice, there's different size slats up here and then smaller ones. From here down, it's the AC condenser. From here up, that's a tranny cooler in that part. I always thought that was kind of a neat way, but it just seems counterintuitive to have hot tranny fluid going into your AC. But whatever, whatevs. Look at this, broken everywhere. It's broken plastic. Looks like the frame rails are pretty well straight, just the pads on top are bent. Let's we get this big nasty bumper out of here right now. We get that thing going. 12 millimeters or so. 11, 12, 13, 14. I tell you, I do love my universal sockets. These are great. Pretty expensive. They were like $400 for the set when I bought it, but boy, worth every penny. You know, what's the saying? Steel gets pretty pliable in an accident. That's cocked off a little bit. There you go. But yeah, that's a pretty heavy piece of metal right there. Oh, look. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's the green dye. It looks like the AC did open up. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Looks like the crumple zones did their job. Looks like the crumple zones crumpled. So, what's next? What else wants headlights. Yeah, I think we can get these headlights out of here. Start over here, maybe. Oh, yep. That's broken right off. So these are probably junk. These are going to get replaced. Repairable. Anybody want some headlights? I'm just going to throw them away. Make a pile. Nice little junk pile here. Yeah, same thing. Busted right off. If anybody wants them, come get them. Junk pile. I think this whole radiator support's had it. Sharp. Give me a little slicey slice, a little shoppy shop. Should be wearing some gloves, but what can you do? Bolt these horns. Alright, I'm getting sick of this thing letting me down here, guys, so I'm going to switch over to another neat tool. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before. This is an impact air ratchet. This is like, you guys are probably used to seeing these, which, you know, just act like a regular ratchet. Well, this tool here is kind of like this tool, but shaped like this. Real neat thing. It just spins. You can't use it like a regular ratchet, but you really don't have to. It's pretty darn strong. So we'll give this thing a little work. I don't think I used it enough. That was like $450 or so when it first came out off the Snap-on truck. Real neat tool though, getting into tight areas and you can't really twist anything. You get that thing in there and just drop your socket on the ground. But anyway, everything's just broken. It's all plastic up here. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get a little more of this taken apart. I'm going to get this upper radiator support out. I want to see what's broken on the front of the motor. So I'm going to get a little bit of this apart, and we'll see what we got going on. Alright guys, I think I got this apart enough to get this whole bank out of here, this cooling bank. A lot of broken stuff, so I mean, it's hard to get to some things because metal's bent around hardware. It's like this thing's dripping all over the place on me, so this is going to be kind of messy. So I guess there's only one way to do, but rip it out of here, huh? There it is. I'd say that's pretty broken up, huh? It's all got to be replaced. Alright, I got that out of it. So, get some light here. So it looks like the motor is relatively untouched. Looks like we got a broken coolant temp sensor there. I got to deal with that, but all in all, not too bad. Looks like we got an AC pipe here. Have to replace that AC pipe. Can't have any of that. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind with a vehicle like this, let me set you guys up here. One thing you really got to keep in mind on a vehicle like this thing only has 15,000 miles. So it's still under factory warranty, which means, you know, an accident can void a warranty if it's not repaired properly. One of the things that I did working at the dealers was warranty work. Now, when you do warranty work, you have to make sure that it hasn't been tampered with, modified, accident damage. Certain things void a warranty. You know, taking it apart yourself can void your warranty if you don't put it back together right. Just like an accident, if it's not put together correctly, and say the transmission blows out, and you can tell that the tranny cooler was in an accident, or the front end of the vehicle was in an accident, that could be grounds for kicking your warranty out. So if the tranny has an issue, car can only have 20,000 miles, still 15,000 miles left in the warranty, and it could be kicked out, no longer has a warranty because something like this wasn't put together right. Now, one of my strengths from working at the dealership and doing the warranty work is I got really good at telling when something's been done. So I can tell when it's been taken apart, hasn't been put together right. Having that skill, I can put it together right and not be able to tell myself it was taken apart. Then I'm confident that the dealership technician who might have to do warranty work isn't going to be able to tell either. And that's an important thing to remember about newer vehicles under warranty is sometimes the warranty is as valuable as the vehicle. So if you don't maintain that coverage, you don't repair it correctly to maintain that, it could cost a lot more than the accident did. I can't imagine what this motor costs if this motor was to go and still be under warranty. And they said, hey, this pipe's been crushed, this thing got in an accident, you got to pay for the motor if you want a motor put in. So you got to keep that in mind. But here's a pile of junk. This is all, everything down here is pretty much just garbage, other than a few clips and some hardware here and there I'm going to reuse. But that's the replaced pile. There's still a little more upper radiator support area, but I'm going to leave that in there until we get the new parts, and then I'll just swap all this hardware onto the new parts and put it right on, rather than have all of this free. My task today was to just get to the bottom of the damage and see exactly what we have to replace, because I'm sure the insurance adjuster didn't see that broken sensor, didn't see this broken line, and those all take time. That's what we call a supplement to the insurance we'll call in. So yeah, I'm going to clean this all up and get this thing out of here, and that's about it for today on this project. But Yeah, we got a little bit going on the Titan today. It's a Sunday, and we got a full house. We got Josh Jr. We got Junior over there putting a leveling kit in his own. That's Josh's truck. And Paul, you saw him on the time lapse. He's getting caught up on this Titan a little bit. What's up, Paul? Yeah. Trying to get him to make a YouTube channel. We'll see what he does. He's working on it. I think he'd be good. I think you guys would really like him. Real professional. He's real professional. So anyways, yeah, that's about it for today. I'm gonna, oh, it's still early. Maybe I'll do something on the Sonnet. Maybe I'll just go home and roast a chicken. Do something. Anyway, guys, until next time, keep it out of the cabbage.